position. Our Spinosauruses have just squared off against each other in a little bit of a display of dominance. You know, they are right at the point of the top of their social limit. And when you get like that, then the dinosaurs will square off against each other in a kind of posturing kind of way, a territorial kind of argument. They won't actually fight, but the two Spinos have just squared off against each other to posture, and our new super beast very clearly won that fight. The other one ran away. So we have a reboot that needs to be done. Let's get that dealt with quickly.
Understood.
We have a few bits and bobs that we need to get done. As you can see, we've got a few fossils. Let's extract those away. What are my contracts at the moment? Let's have a look. Construct additional viewing galleries. Yeah, that's going to be a problem at the moment simply because all of our, well, so not all of our dinosaurs, but a large number of our dinosaurs are off where they can't be seen around the corner. We also have to get a giant herbivore fossil. That should be easy enough. And incubate, hatch, and release at least 8 new dinosaurs. I think we're partially on that one already. Let's get that giant herbivore fossil. See if we can get one that we actually need. I think Sauropelta's a big one. Oh. We have a dinosaur threat. Something's got loose. Let's quickly close the park down. What has got loose?
各位先生女士，作为预防措施以及为了您的安全，请至与您最近的避难所避难。
Why is this one a danger to guests?
Par mesure de précaution et pour votre sécurité, veuillez gagner l'abri le plus proche. Senhoras e senhores, como medida de precaução e para sua segurança,
Interesting.
prossigam para o abrigo mais próximo.
Maybe it's a power issue. No, it's not a power issue. Why did that dinosaur suddenly become a threat? Interesting. Okay. We need to carry on working our fossils as well. Let's carry on with Majungasaurus. Why did that register as a threat, I wonder? Got up close here against the fence. Didn't damage the fence. Oh, look, there we go, the posturing again. And once again, the new one wins the fight. What made him suddenly a threat? Did he just panic a bit too much, being too close to 2 Spinosaurs? Maybe. Okay, so Sauropelta is not a large herbivore fossil. Do I have any large that I still need to extract? Or am I just going to have to go for one that I've already got? I might have to go for one I've already unlocked. What's down here? Ooh, Giganotosaurus, that's something I'd like to bring out this time. That's a big dino. Okay. Let's see. I see all the ones that's just large dinosaurs are all taken. We'll go there and hope we get a Brachy or a Dippy, or even an Apatosaurus. That should help. Sell all this stuff off. And let's send our team back there for some more Sauropelta. Right. Do we have another mission ready yet? We have the science mission. Incubate and release Pentaceratops, Kentroceratops, Metriacanthosaur. If more than 2 mission required dinosaurs are killed, it will be a failure. And we've got to make sure that these are all housed together. You see, this one's going to be tough. We'll get the Mamenchisaurus for doing this mission, but that was really going to be a struggle. I need to think about how I'm going to plan that one. It's going to be really easy for us to end up getting... really easy for us to end up getting too much stuff. Yeah, too many dinosaurs getting killed off too quickly. If they've all got to be in the same pen. So I'm going to need a big area, and I'm going to need to perhaps try and create some kind of cover break as well. Let's try and continue working on this area over here. So that's the path that's not connected. Let's get that connected before I forget. I need a better viewing angle over here. So do I go with one of those in the corner like that? Might do. That could work actually. Yeah, let's squeeze one of those right in the corner there. Okay. I could do with perhaps a viewing platform over here somewhere as well. Let's see. Got space to come down here, which I'm going to need to use. I don't want to eat up too much space on this enclosure, but... Oh, no, wait. I remember I was going to have that that pen over here, wasn't I? A breeding pen, which then splits off into 2 separate enclosures. That makes things interesting. So the viewing platform needs to be somewhere over here. Somewhere like that. Is that going to give me enough space for the pen? It should be. It's a pretty good sized pen. Let's bring the pathway down a bit more. Hear the raptors. Alright, so we bring that down like that. That's a pretty good kind of spacing like that. So let's take that to there. Okay, now I've got that in place. Now I can continue building the fence. The great thing is with these viewing platforms, they don't have to be connected up, I don't think. You can actually put them to the side. So we're going to try and do that. like that. And if necessary, what I can actually do, in fact, we will do that. Now that I've got the corner in place, let's remove that. And let's actually rebuild it, but actually attach to the fence. That just might make things a little bit tidier. Like that. There we go. Okay. So now this is where it gets tricky. This is where I need to put in my creation lab. Now the creation lab needs to spit out into an area where I can then offset to 2 separate pens. So that's probably going to need to go down to about here. So I'll take that piece of pathway out. Just going to switch to that piece of pathway for now. Let's build the connection. It wants to replace the whole thing, look. Okay. Take that piece out like that. Replace that piece. That'll do. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Now I can plan exactly where I want my place to go. If I bring this down here like this, so this wants to kind of go as close as I can, like that, I think. There we go. We can do that. Yeah, there we go, that works. Right. So from here, this is where we have to be clever. So that's that enclosure. Now, coming off that, we need to have a connection from here, which feeds across into that. Like a chamber, if you will. We've got space to build something down here. You know, I don't like that angle like that. I'm going to just put a square edge on this. Okay, there we go. Enclosures. Okay. going to need to come straight down a bit more. Is that going to be enough space to get a doorway in there? Should be. Rotate the door around a bit. There we go. And now we have the first kind of connection. So anything that we breed in here, we'll be able to then open this door and they'll be able to feed through into there. And they'll join that pen. Also, kind of like almost like an airlock kind of thing. This will be a little isolated chamber with doors on either side. And we can airlock dinosaurs into... Well, I say airlock. We can kind of position them into these larger pens because they won't be very comfortable in here. Open the door and they'll move into this area where that's where they're meant to be. Then we can close the door behind them, breed something in here and release them into the enclosure that we're going to have just here. So it should all work out. It's just a question of where we build the next pen, and we'll need to kind of get that built before we can start putting dinosaurs in over here. I'm also very wary of the fact that I'm going to have power issues down here. We're so close to getting dinosaur visibility up to 45%. Just don't quite have enough. Oh, we've got more feeders that are out of stock. Oh, they must be around here. Yeah. Right, so let's
Feeder resupply request received.
send
Adding to the list.
a team out to go and do those ones. Again, we're ignoring those ones for now because there's nothing in there, so it'd just be a waste to keep stocking them up. And then we use our other team to make sure that these ones are all nicely stocked. The last thing I want is hungry carnivores in here. That would just be a bad thing. What is it? Oh, this... I wonder what that was for a second. It's one of my Ranger Jeeps. I was like, what the hell is that driving along the side there, or running along the side? I thought maybe a dinosaur had escaped. So we have our nice little enclosure over here. Let's start planning what else we can put in over here. I definitely want to have a shelter nearby for safety's sake. I could probably do with a storm defense building. And we'll try and get that in this corner here. That's perfect. That'll help protect A, the fence, and B, the enclosure and that particular viewing window. Those ones will have to suffer a little bit, but that'll do. Let's see. I want to get to guests. Now, trick to a shelter is to find a good spot where there's not much space for anything else. At least that's what I reckon. Yeah, so big areas like this, we can potentially get something a bit bigger in, like a souvenir stand or something like that. Try and make a little bit of extra cash. Now, I'm not expecting many people to come down here, so I'm going to put in a shelter down here. I'm expecting, the traffic to kind of, most of the footfall to stop around here, so this space here, that's where we want to try and put maybe a fast food joint in here. Just there. Oops. What else can we get in next to that? I suppose a gift shop. There we go. I don't think there's space for anything else over here, but let's take something a bit smaller. get a bar in. Nope, can't quite squeeze anything in there. What about over here? No. Okay, so in there, in that spot, we can get another shelter, or maybe even just there, put a shelter. We also need to put power in as well. I need to be wary of that. So let's see. A large substation. Ah, perfect. Yeah, a large substation will sit quite nicely on this corner here. Let me just toggle angle snap for a second. There we go. And that provides coverage for, oh, not that much in the end. Those two buildings and that. Okay, the two shelters are both outside of the range, but I can put a small substation in just here. Which we can then link with pylons. And then we can get another small substation in over here, perhaps. I could probably do with a larger one over here, actually, so I can tag the... Oh, actually, can I... I'd never be able to get access to fix it. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. We'll go with small ones, just so we can be very careful of space, and if we need to, we can just add in an extra small substation. Let's plonk that there. There we go. Need to get my angle right down here. So again, we'll come back to that in a moment, but I can at least build this pathway along here. There we go. So this area is starting to take some shape now. I need a way in for my ranger team. And I figure that might be a good spot for it. Don't suppose I can get one on the end, can I? Nope. Not enough space. That would have been a good spot. You know what? I'll go in here. This is potentially going to be very busy. Trying to get in here, but we'll do it here anyway. Okay, liking that. Let's just take a quick spot check at how things are doing over here. They're posturing up against each other again. Yeah. And he's still winning the fights. Deinonychus, sell that. Oh, nice Sauropelta there. We still haven't got that large. Let's go there. Yeah, we need to get a large herbivore fossil, so we can get that security contract out of the way, or that, sorry, entertainment contract out of the way. I want to start working on security. They are lagging behind a bit, so there is a risk of potentially, at some point in the future, getting a sabotage. Gonna need power down here. Question is, where do I put my power plant? Do I really want to stick it just here? Suppose we better had, really. I had hoped to maybe put a hotel down in this part. How big's the hotel? I don't mind running lots of wires. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can get the hotel in here. Yeah, there we go. Stick the hotel on the corner like that. I like that. Still needs something over here. Let's start working on the second part of this enclosure. Again, we're gonna put some buildings along the side here. So let's get those in first of all.
Heard you killed it on that expedition. Way to go.
There we go. That's that contract done. Gift shop. We just dropped one of those in. We dropped a fast food in. Let's get an arcade in. Let's go for a bar, a restaurant, and a clothes shop. If I've got space. Squeeze that along a little bit more. That's too much. There we go. So that's the restaurant. Where's the bar? There's the bar. The bar won't quite fit the way I want it to. Need to ponder on this one for a second. Definitely going to want a large substation in around the back here. Something to power all of those buildings. Beautiful. Yeah, not so clever. There we go.
If you can handle all the chaos of the facilities and the dinosaurs, then really, how tough could completing this new contract be for a person of your talents?
I'm going to take a security contract instead. Maintain an island rating of 3 stars to 3 minutes.
So this contract should be right up your alley.
I might be able to do that one. Sell off. Sell off. Sell. Sell. There we go. Just one workable fossil. But we had to kind of play around with what we wanted on that one. What am I looking for over here? Is there anything? It's Majungasaurus. Everything over there is complete. There's very few dinosaurs left actually that we haven't got a full genome for, which is good. Right. What was I in the middle of doing? Ah yes, this area over here. So this area is going to have just this area enclosed like that. Going down here, not sure whether I want to actually have a route that runs down there. Oh, I suppose I better had really, hadn't I? In which case... damn it. I'm going to have to tear these up. I've put them in the wrong spot. I want the pathway to run out this way.
Our weather forecast has been updated. Storm wind levels have been raised.
Oh, storm warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, in response...
Let's get all shelters closed. Those Spinosaurs are very, very likely to try and break out. Raptors are going to freak out a lot as well. And our T-Rex. Oh, we could end up with a big set of fights going on here if we're not careful. His comfort rating is actually pretty high. Look at the bar on his comfort rating. Where's T-Rex? Yeah, see, look, he's freaking out. Almost ready to freak out already. What's damaged? Let's get the ACU team up in the air. I'll start tranquilizing him because he's already approaching freak out point. Oh, the storm's over already, look. That was quick. Let's cancel task. That was close. Nearly tranked him for no reason there. Don't like the way he's eyeing that fence. That was a very short storm, wasn't it?
Taking back control. В качестве меры предосторожности и для вашей безопасности просим пройти к ближайшему убежищу.
Check for other damage. There isn't any. Okay. Awesome, that was quick. Let's close the shelters down, reopen the park. And send our teams back out again. Oh, we got a disease breakout now. Lovely. That's got to be out. Yeah, out in the wild. One of our stegos.
Confirmed.
So I said that I dropped stuff over here in the wrong place. It's because of this path here. I need that path to come down into this area because we've still got a large area around here that needs to be opened out. As you can see, if we open into the park view here, we've got all of that space there that I'd completely forgotten about. I was just thinking purely in terms of this kind of area here and not paying any attention to that section just there either, and we can definitely get something big in there. So I was being a little closed in my thought there. Oh, dead dinosaur. What died and where? One of my stegos died.
Acknowledging
I'm guessing
asset
that's old
collection
age.
request.
Yeah. Okay. So we're finally starting to see some old age on our dinos. Here comes our rangers to heal the tapeworms. So we're going to start seeing some more of those stegos start to die off pretty soon. Not ideal, but it is what it is.
Transportation underway.
I'll take that back out. Let's go to guests.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Change this up a little bit. So the bar is a really nice corner piece with that design, so I'm going to plonk that on the corner.
Numbers never lie, and yours are exceptional.
Like that. We'll get a restaurant next to it if we can.
The more we see, the more we know. That contract turned out to be a good one for the security division. And you.
And now I need something that's going to provide fun/shopping. Toy store. I could go with a clothes shop. It's not much fun. Yeah, let's go with a toy store. Where'd it go? Yeah, I see. The reason why I was a bit is because I can take that bit of path out. Like that. Guests. Toy shop. Ooh, still not quite enough space. Okay. Let's try that a slightly different way. There we go. I want to take that right up to the edge, like that. Damn it. This is tricky. I've got to get this just right. What makes it tricky is it's so damn tight over here. There's no margin for error on this. Okay, right, that should work. So now I should be able to take that. Yes, perfect, see? Now I can get it there and there won't be an overlap. and I should be able to take that little piece off the edge. Just about. And that should hopefully leave me enough room, if I've judged this right, for a toy shop. Perfect. There we go.
This new contract just came
Incubate,
in.
hatch and release
It
at
has
least
your
2 new
name
dinosaurs.
written
Well, yeah,
all
we'll take
over
that
it.
on because we still have 2 more, well, 4 more to release on the other contract. So now what I need to do is I need to put in pathway around the back here. Take that out of the way just for now. That path's not straight. Yeah, that's better. I want a path that's going to come around the back. Like that. So I can have a viewing platform coming off here. Where is my viewing platform? There we go. And if we plonk that right there. Perfect. And now we'll have good coverage of this section over here, going into this section over here, and we can bring our pathway down and we'll have our little airlock. We can even bring something around the side here which will then link around to somewhere over here. It's kind of going to work, I think. It's going to be tricky. And we may even be able to run a monorail down to another stop somewhere over here, which I think we might need to. Otherwise it's going to be a fair bit of walking. Yeah, this area is finally coming together. It's going to be a little while yet until we can get stuff in, but we've made some really strong progress. Again, I would like another visitor shelter in if I can. Let me see if I can quickly plonk a shelter in somewhere. Ooh, actually, around the back. Yeah, that works. Another dead dinosaur. There's going to be another Stegosaurus over here, I'm sure of it.
Asset requiring collection.
There we go. Let's get back to building the enclosure. Just thinking about whether or not I want to have
Asset transportation underway.
yeah. Take that off for a second. There we go. I'm just thinking about putting in another viewing platform or another viewing gallery somewhere over here. Need to try and make sure I have a little bit of space to get round here if I need it for repairs and stuff. There we go. There's our airlock. So I'm going to need a gateway. Try and get them reasonably lined up. There we go. So there's our release chamber, and then we just choose which one of these two we want them to go into, and voila. You know, I could even possibly put in a small, make that a bit smaller. It's a bit risky, but I could even make this area smaller and then put in a small release chamber over here as well. Maybe some baby dinos. Don't really want to go that small, because I want to have big stuff over here, and they're going to need a lot of space to move around in. Let's try and just sketch out a rough shape over here, and I want to kind of leave this area here as well, just in case I need to put some other stuff in. I'm thinking maybe like a second ranger team down here, if I can build a second one of those. I'm not 100% certain if I can build multiple ranger stations. I hope I can. There we go. There's our two pens. So we've got one good sized pen over here, one good sized pen over here. And that is pretty much where we're going to wrap it up today. So we will continue to work on these pens next time out. We'll put some foliage in there, some water, we'll put some feeders in there, we'll continue sculpting the landscape around here a little bit, and also add in some extra attractions. I'm thinking having a gyrosphere in one of those two, and we'll start work on the next mission as well. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with another episode of Jurassic World Evolution very soon.